Alright, let's talk about that stubborn belly fat. It often feels like a battle you just can't win, right? Like there's some kind of covert operation happening right under your nose, or well, right around your waistline. And guess what? There kind of is. We're not just fighting calories and cravings here, we're up against some microscopic troublemakers inside your own body. These are your hormones and enzymes. They're not always on your side in the fight against fat. In fact, sometimes it feels like they're actively working against your weight loss goals. Think of them as forming a secret belly fat appreciation society. They seem to love having that extra padding around. It's like they send out invitations for more fat to join the party. It's a strange phenomenon. The more belly fat you have, the more your internal systems seem to encourage even further weight gain. It's a cycle that feels rigged. So, who are these internal players? Let's meet the cast of characters in this hormonal drama. They each play a unique role, sometimes helpful, sometimes, well, let's just say they have their moments. First up, we have leptin. Think of leptin as your body's designated driver hormone. Its job is to tell your brain when you've had enough to eat. It signals satiety, letting you know it's time to put the fork down. But here's the problem. Leptin often struggles to get its message through. This is due to something called leptin resistance. It's like your brain develops selective hearing, completely ignoring leptin's signals. Next, meet adiponectin. This hormone is like the metabolic superhero of the group. Adiponectin helps your body metabolize fats and keeps your blood sugar in check. It's a real champion for metabolic health. The frustrating part? Adiponectin levels tend to drop when you need them most, which is when you gain weight. It's like your superhero goes on vacation just when the villains show up. Then there are the resistins. These are a bit more mysterious, but definitely troublemakers. Resistins are strongly linked to inflammation in the body. And the connection is clear. More resistance mean more inflammation. Inflammation, as we know, is bad news for overall health and can complicate weight management. Now, let's talk about estrogen. While essential, this hormone can go a bit rogue when it comes to belly fat. Fat cells themselves actually produce estrogen. Excess fat leads to excess estrogen, creating a state called estrogen dominance. This imbalance is particularly linked to that apple-shaped distribution of belly fat, especially as we age. Working alongside estrogen is aromatase. This is an enzyme, and it's quite the hormone mixer. Aromatase's job is to convert testosterone into estrogen. And guess what encourages aromatase to work overtime? You guessed it, fat cells. More fat means more aromatase, leading to more estrogen being produced from testosterone. Here comes insulin, the overworked middle manager. Insulin is crucial. It helps your cells absorb glucose from your bloodstream for energy. It also plays a key role in metabolizing fats and carbohydrates. But when you're overweight, insulin faces resistance. Your cells start ignoring insulin's requests, like employees experiencing corporate burnout. This is insulin resistance. Insulin resistance means your body has to produce more and more insulin to try and get the job done. This excess insulin then signals your body to store more fat, particularly around the belly. It's a vicious cycle driven by cellular defiance. Meet ghrelin, the hunger hormone with commitment issues. Ghrelin is produced in your stomach and signals to your brain when it's time to eat. Its levels are high before a meal and drop after you've eaten. Ghrelin also affects insulin sensitivity and how your body burns energy. It's supposed to be your internal meal timer. Interestingly, people with obesity often have lower baseline ghrelin levels. However, their bodies seem to be more sensitive to its effects. meaning even a little bit can trigger strong hunger signals. Next up is angiotensin. This hormone is a multitasker, but its priorities seem questionable when it comes to fat. While primarily known for blood pressure control and kidney function, angiotensin may also be involved in fat accumulation. It affects sodium retention and triggers the release of other hormones. Its potential role in fat storage adds another layer to the complexity of weight gain. Let's look at lipoprotein lipase, or LPL. This is the overeager fat processor enzyme. LPL's main job is to break down triglycerides, which are fats circulating in your bloodstream. It helps move these fats into cells for storage or energy. Sometimes LPL can be a bit too enthusiastic about storing fat, or it might take unscheduled breaks when you need it to be active in burning fat. Then we have apolipoprotein E, the logistics coordinator. ApoE is a protein that helps move fats and cholesterol around in your bloodstream. It forms lipoproteins, which are essentially shipping containers for fats. If ApoE isn't functioning correctly, it can misdeliver fats. Instead of sending them to muscles for energy, they might end up being stored in places you don't want them, like your belly. Finally, meat plasminogen activator inhibitor 1, or PAI1. This one sounds complicated, and it is. PAI1 is involved in blood clotting. While necessary for healing, elevated levels of PAI1 are linked to increased risk of heart disease and stroke. And guess what? Excess weight, especially belly fat, is associated with higher PAI1 levels. It's another way belly fat impacts your overall health. So, what happens when all these characters are in the same room? It feels like a great hormonal conspiracy. Being overweight doesn't just happen, it triggers a cascade of hormonal imbalances. These imbalances don't just sit there, they actively perpetuate fat storage. They send signals that tell your body to hold on to fat, especially around the midsection. This creates a truly frustrating vicious cycle. The initial weight gain disrupts the hormonal balance, and then the disrupted hormones encourage even more fat storage. It's like the more belly fat you accumulate, the more your hormones seem to rally around it, encouraging further weight gain. They develop a kind of Stockholm syndrome with the fat cells. Hormones that are supposed to regulate your appetite and metabolism start working backwards. Instead of helping you feel full and burn energy, they promote hunger and fat storage. Your fat cells aren't just passive storage units. They act like little influencers, releasing their own hormones and chemicals that promote inflammation and encourage other cells to store more fat. They are actively campaigning for the Belly Fat Appreciation Society. Now, before you despair and think this hormonal drama is a life sentence, here's the plot twist. It's not. This process, while powerful, is not irreversible. The good news is that this hormonal imbalance is both preventable and reversible. You are not powerless against these internal forces. Your hormones and enzymes can actually be retrained. They can learn to work for you again instead of against you. It takes effort, but it is absolutely possible. Lifestyle changes are incredibly powerful tools in this fight. They can stage a full-blown hormonal intervention. Things like regular exercise, managing stress, and getting enough sleep directly impact these hormones. Dietary management is another critical piece of the puzzle. What you eat sends powerful signals to your hormones and enzymes. Making smart food choices can stage another crucial hormonal intervention. Understanding these mechanisms, knowing who these internal players are and what they're doing, empowers you. It allows you to take control of the narrative and start writing a new ending for your health journey. You can influence the influencers inside you. So, while it might feel like your hormones and enzymes have been secretly plotting against your belly, remember that you have the power to change the script. It starts with understanding the players and how they operate. This is just the beginning of your hormonal education. There's so much more to learn about how your body works and how you can optimize its functions for better fat burning and sustainable weight loss. Keep seeking knowledge, keep experimenting with what works for your body, and keep moving forward.